Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Frosty here with all my gear. Let's go over it. Alright guys, so let's dive in here. We'll go with object number one. The pack. I decided to go with a Hyperlight Mountain Gear Junction 2400, which just means it's 40 liters instead of 50, 55, whatever it is. It's more than enough room for me. Works out great. This netting on the outside is fantastic. I can let stuff dry out. I don't have to worry about stuff getting scraped up on the edges with this grid stop. I've added a little thermometer here, a tick key, just because you never know, bottle opener. On the back side, got my hand sanitizer. This Hyperlight Mountain Gear phone case, which works out great for my phone and my glasses, actually. I'll get to that in a little bit. Also, my old Z-Pack spring or DCF pouch. I found it works great for a water bottle. And I can put a snack on the outside, plus have some of my hip belts. So, that's my pack. Alright guys, now, next object is my quilt. This is a UGQ Bandit 20 top quilt, 950 down, no draft collar. I love it. You know, this is the first quilt I've ever bought, and I love it. I went with tendonier on the inside and gray, tendonier with Moroccan blue on the outside, and yeah, I mean, this thing has yet to let me down, so we shall see. But awesome company, awesome gear. Go check them out if you're interested in using a quilt. Okay, since we just did the quilt, why not? Pad straps, one from UGQ, one homemade. They work great. I've tried them both out. Sleeping bag liner. Yes, it is a 20-degree quilt, but just because 20 degrees is what it says for rating does not mean that it'll be comfortable at 20 or below. That thing was actually really warm at 20, but this is just in case it gets colder. Another staple that I usually have. Plus, I can also use this as a laundry bag. I can use this to keep all the yuck and sweat off of my sleeping bag, and my pad, which is next. All right, next, my pad and pillow. All right, I keep this just with a rubber band on the outside. This is the Thermarest Neolite whatever. Yeah, the standardized one that pretty much everybody has that goes crinkle, crinkle, crinkle when you sleep. And this is a Sea to Summit Eros ultralight pillow. Usually I like a lot more pillows, but this just seems to do the trick for me. Works out pretty good. All right, let me throw this back on here. And I keep it all in this, which is a Sea to Summit Cadora fabric bag. All of that fits in here. And this manages to save a whole bunch of room. I like it. What are we going to go for next? Let's see. All right, so next we're going to go over the cook kit. All of it kind of lined up right here. A lot of people have this. This is a Toaks Titanium 750 with a lid. I like it. It's a great little pot. I'm not throwing this. Inside of there, I usually keep a little 4-ounce canister. I like it because it just fits in there. It's great. Easy to carry. If I have to carry a bigger one, I really don't care. I'll just throw it on the outside of the pack. All right, so with the Can't talk today, guys. All right, so with that, I use a BRS 3000T. Used it all summer, no issues. I like it. Nifty, 15 bucks, kind of cheap. We'll see if it lasts. If it doesn't, then I'll just end up like Cheryl Strayed and have cold mush until I get a new stove. Just how it's going to have to work. But anyway, it shouldn't fail. It hasn't yet. I like it. I keep this right here on top of there with a mini Bic, which now is around here somewhere. All right, and just throw that in here. And yes, I keep it in the koozie. All right, this little pot holder koozie kind of deal. All right, look, if it's too hot for your hands and you're trying to eat out of it, which I don't ever do, but helps save your hands a little bit, and it just kind of keeps everything in here, so I like it. Again, not being thrown. Before I forget, I made a quick change. I no longer have the Alpha Light spoon, spork thing. I just went on Amazon, found a cheap polished bowl, long-handled jobby. What is this one? Core Element. Yeah, that polished bowl does make a huge difference. I mean, it's like you're eating with a real utensil, but you can like really get down into those Mountain House meals. It's kind of nice. All right, so that's my cook kit. All right, so since we've already talked about food, let's talk about water. All right, smart water bottle, life water bottle. I keep the tops. I need to replace these anyway, so we'll move on. About everybody carries them. I usually have a smaller bottle that goes up into the holder. The infamous Sawyer bag. I'll use it until it breaks, and then I'll just screw my filter onto the top of the bottle. I use the Sawyer Micro Squeeze. Yeah, the Micro Squeeze, not the Mini. The Mini is, yeah, it's just too slow. I've used it before. I did replace the top on it because I tend to lose the little plastic cover, and then it gets all gross and like, but I can turn this around and back flush with it if I need to. All right, yeah, the little ring is in there, but that's what I've got for filtering water. Works out pretty good. All right. Oh yeah, and I keep it all inside this plastic baggie. I should probably mention I keep it in the plastic baggie so that way when I put it up against myself, when it's cold out so it doesn't freeze, or when I'm sleeping with it, I don't get drenched, you know. I'd be happy rather not to. Let's go through some quick items real quick. Pack towel, you know, wipe off the inside of the tent. Wallet, this is a flow fold wallet. It's made from old sailcloth. It's kind of cool. Made here in Maine somewhere. I don't really know where, but yeah, waterproof. If you drop it in a puddle, it'll float. Kind of cool. My knife, Gerber Paratrooper. I've had this since 2016. Great knife. Worked well so far. All right. And let's go to some cold weather stuff real quick. My gloves, LL Bean, what is that? Primaloft. Pretty good gloves for running. You have to be active when you're wearing them, or else your hands are just gonna stay cold. I'm debating on taking these nifty, freaking shiny glove liners with me. They're not inside out. Don't worry. I thought they were too, but they're really not. Yeah, these are just a little extra warmth. Works out good. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna go over my little Ditty bag here. All right, so nail clippers, good thing to carry. KT tape, ibuprofen and Imodium, toothpaste, spare top from a life water bottle. This little jobby so I can easily back flush, or if I want to gravity feed or something. All right, travel toothbrush. This is some extra Dyneema tape. I have another little smart water cap in here, but inside of here I have the spare ring to my Sawyer and the little rubber ring for my BRS. Figured it was a good place to put it. It doesn't come out, so works. Body Glide. Little one. I don't really have that much of a problem with chafing. I never have. Oh well. And insect repellent. This is Picardin. I don't know how you're going to say it. Just this stuff. It works. And it's not DEET, so I don't feel like crap. Anyway, that's all that's in my Ditty bag. Alright, let's talk about electronics. Alright, I have a 20,000 Anker. This thing does great. I barely ever put a dent in it. I have an Anker wall charger here that flips down in the back. It's kind of heavy, but it's well worth its weight in gold to me. Has an IQ, I'm taking it just a smart charge port, and a PD port. Yeah, works great. It charges up the Anker a lot faster than not using it. Let's see here. This is just a USB to micro USB cord. I use that to charge up my headlamp. And I can use it to charge this up if I need to. This is a USB to USB-C. It's for my phone. This is also a micro USB to USB-C cable. Use that to charge up my Anker, so it charges a lot faster. Headphones, old JBL Focus. I love them. As you guys know, I switched over to the Petzl Bindi, nice and bright. The coup de creme, my old 3rd gen iPod Nano. This thing got like 8 gigs. Yeah, 8 gigs. I like music, but I'm not going to use my phone. I want to save the battery for filming and editing. So this thing is a lifesaver. To charge that, I actually have this little adapter here, which connects to a micro USB to kind of click right in here. I've been using it. It works great. I mean, I'm not going to go pay $30 for a defunct Apple cable. I don't care what anybody says. Now to add on to that, I have my Manfrotto kind of push the button, set any angle you want tripod. I like it. On top of that, I have this nifty little phone holder. Here you just set, clip, connect your phone, all good. Hasn't slipped out yet. I figure if it does, I'll just use a rubber band around it, call it good. Alright, so those are my electronics. Again, not being thrown. Alright, what's next? Ooh, hey, table's getting a little bare. I like that. Alright, so let's move through some quick things, okay? Toilet paper. UST trowel. It was cheap and on hand. Alright, my trekking poles. Black Diamond. God damn it. Trail Sport 3 Flick Lock. Yeah, I ordered them from Amazon. Come to find out, I could have paid the same price at Dick's in the mall. Go figure. Alright, my tent stakes. Tent stakes are MSR groundhogs. I have one large and the rest are all mini. I use the large ones for my guy line. Works out great. What else we got here? We got a sit pad, little Thermarest Z seat. Yeah, I like it. It just lives on top of my pack, and when it doesn't, it lives under my butt. Alright, my cheapo umbrella. Yeah, it's 13 ounces, but who cares? It's light enough. It keeps the frozen rain pellets out of my face. I like that a lot. Just, it's good for my sanity. right. Looks like we're moving on to clothing. Rain gear. I also count this as an extra layer of warmth. It works great for me. Again, may not work for you, but it works great for me. Okay, so this is an LL Bean Trail Model Rain Jacket, Tech 6. I have yet to get soaked, and it's kept me pretty warm. I like this one a lot. And I still use pants. I do not use a rain kilt or skirt, whatever. I'm a fan of using rain pants. It's a little extra layer of warmth that I like. Alright, so these are the Marmot Preset pants. They have a little drawstring in them. They also have a pocket on the back. They have hand pockets. Works great for me, again. Alright, moving on from there. Not that. Alright, so I carry extra pair of Injinjis. I prefer them for hiking in. Spider underwear. A lot like Ex Officio, except it's cheaper. Yeah. Alright. Sleep socks. These are just cheapo ones from Walmart. They're merino wool hunting socks. I like them on my feet. They are super warm. I've been debating on switching these out for a long time, and all summer I did, actually. I used a pair of Darn Tough actual hiking socks, quarter cut, cushion, crew sock, whatever. Yeah, they worked out good for me. I'll probably end up doing the same thing again. Just use those for while it's like super freezing cold and there's like snow on the ground, and then turn around and switch them up. Oh man, getting down to the bitter end of the gear. I like it. Alright, so this is cold weather / sleeping, old reliable North Face fleece beanie. I like fleece, it works great. No complaints there. Alright, this is a Smart Wool set of leggings, 200 weight, whatever. I just got these not too long ago. I did get the chance to use them on the overnight that I did with Yowie and Silva, and they work great. I had no complaints. I even wore them for a little bit in the morning, and then I overheated. It was like 29 degrees, almost 30, and I was just like, I'm dying. It's too hot. I had to stop and take these off. Alright, now this, I'm not sure if I want to use this for sleeping or to wear while hiking. I just thoroughly enjoy this thing. I don't have a Melanzana. What I do have is, this is an LL Bean Adventure Grid hoodie. Super comfy. It's a grid design. It has thumb holes. No kangaroo pouch, but I don't really need that. I've been using it for sleeping in the cold weather. It works great for that. I might flip-flop back and forth between the next item just to see which one I like more. This is a little thicker. It is a little warmer, but it doesn't dry as fast. So I may stick with this, which is one of my favorite pieces of gear now. This is my Ragged Mountain Stretch Grid Hoodie 2. This is Polar Tech. It's grid. This thing weighs 6.1 ounces. It's got this cool logo on here now. No. No, I love this thing. It keeps me so warm. I can easily manage my body heat level in this. I don't overheat. I can just unzip this. It's got a nice deep zipper. It's got thumb holes again. It's got this ninja hoodie. This pretty much comes up to your, like, just past your nose. This thing is great. I can't talk. I cannot say a bad thing about this. I love this thing. Yeah, as long as you're moving and you're active, this thing is going to keep you ridiculously warm. It's not great for standing still, okay? All right, next, I might change this out. I do love this jacket, but I don't know if it's going to be warm enough. We'll see. This is a Patagonia Nano Puff, not the Micro Puff. I ain't made of money. No, this is the Patagonia Nano Puff. I like this jacket. I've had it now for almost a year. it is yet to let me down. So I don't know. I keep that in mind. I'm kind of loyal to my gear because it's loyal to me, obviously. Yeah, it's got a nice hood there. Packs down into the inside pocket. It is a little heavier. It's not, like I said, it's not the warmest jacket, but it has worked for me. So who knows? I might keep it. All right, now the gear I know I'm going to be wearing all the time. Adidas hat, Climalite, really light, wicks moisture away. Injinji socks. Again, I prefer these so I don't get blisters in between my toes or on my toes. It's the only place I've ever had a problem. My buff under my hat, it covers my ears. I don't want a damn ear infection while I'm out there. Again, spider underwear. It's just a pair of RBX running shorts. They're comfy. They do the trick. I know everybody likes their Nike dry fit t-shirt. I do too, but I prefer Adidas. Same equivalency, same idea, just a synthetic t-shirt that wicks moisture away. Okay, so last couple of things before I move on to the food storage. All right, I have my glasses. Yes, I wear glasses. And I have this little cheapo case I can actually slide into my phone holder. And it fits, keeps my glasses safe, and I can put my phone right in front of it. Works out great. Now my tent. The 6 Moon Design Lunar Solo. It's been a love-hate relationship. I've loved it. It's hated me, and vice versa. I don't know. This is actually a really good tent. I've been enjoying learning how to use a single wall shelter, and this tent is great. What does it say? It said 25 ounces with bag, 24 without. Yeah, you see how small this thing compacts down to? This is crazy. All right, I normally don't keep it in this bag. I have it in a, I don't know, sometimes not even a bag. I just throw it on the outside of the tent, let it dry, or the outside of the pack, and let it dry. But I'm still learning how to use this thing. I know I'm gonna get better. I might change to DCF some point in time, but I like this. For $200, you can't go wrong. Plus I had them seam seal it. I did throw a little seam sealer on the floor of the tent so it keeps my pad from slipping all over. But yeah, I like it. All right, let's talk about the monster in the room. Food storage. Let's get on to what I normally use in stuff first. All right. Start off, this is just black paracord that I've gutted. Simple thing I've always used in the Army. Yeah, oh, not the OD green. Yeah. Anyway, I hate that color. Moving on, this is black. Works out pretty good. All right. I usually, like I'm gonna say usually, I always use an op sack. Most of the time I'll have two. One to have food in and the other to put trash in. And then I'll empty out the trash. Sometimes I'll forget that, you know, hey, these are $6 bags, stupid. And I'll just throw it away. Yeah, I always keep this filled with my food. Then I put them within here. This is a Sea to Summit waterproof Kadura fabric bag, roll top that I have added a little carabiner to so I can hang PCT style. This thing works great. I mean, it's 13 liters. I haven't had a problem yet. I haven't had any bear problems yet in North Carolina. Which brings us back to this bad boy. Covered in stickers. 3.5 pounds, 10 liters. Backpacker's Cash Barricade. I don't want to have to carry it, but the way things are looking in North Carolina, we might have to carry a bear canister. They make great chairs. They make great tables. They make better paperweights. Quit being stupid with your food, people. Just hang the shit right, okay? I don't want to have to carry this thing. Yeah, it frees up some room on the inside of my pack, but I don't care about that. I care about being safe. And if I have to carry this thing to be safe, I'm going to do it. But I'd really rather not, okay? So, if you're not following along, North Carolina might be requiring hard-sided bear canisters pretty much most of the state except for the Smokies. Oh, the irony. Yeah. Anyways, so that's almost all of my gear. I didn't show the shoes because I haven't ordered them yet. It's going to be like next month before I get around to doing it. Been kind of busy. I'm going to be spending a lot of time with family and friends during the holidays, so I may not post as many videos because I want to keep this channel true to backpacking, okay? I'm not just going to throw out stuff just to throw out stuff, okay? I'm not doing a top 5, top 10, you know, oh, hey, this is my opinion on this. Well, guess what? It's gear, man. We're all going to have different opinions, and it's all going to work differently for all of us, okay? For the most part. Yeah. So anyway, that was all of my gear. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, follow along. If you don't like my videos, that's okay. There are 70-something other vloggers doing the Appalachian Trail this year. So pick one of us and follow along, all right? Enjoy the hike. I know I'm going to enjoy mine. Peace.